and vest and turned professional, Deontay Wilder has created a trail of destruction, leaving opponents lying in his wake.
He was badly hurt, and a right hand, and that's good night! Deontay Wilder retains his world title!
Claiming a bronze medal at the 2008 Beijing Olympics was just the start of his success. Since then, Wilder has added the esteemed WBC title to his trophy cabinet and is now in search of huge unifications against the sport's biggest names, starting with a highly anticipated rematch against old rival Tyson Fury.
Anytime, any place, anywhere, I'll fight you in your backyard.
To this day, nobody has been able to take advantage of his flaws and beat the Alabama man. He can be outboxed, befuddled, messed around, but he always finds a way to avoid defeat. These qualities make him one of boxing's premier names and most exciting attractions.
And down he goes! Right hand, left hand! And I don't think he's going to get up!
In preparation for his super fight against undefeated lineal champion Tyson Fury, set for February 22nd, we take a look at the destructive power of Deontay Wilder. In a battle of unbeaten prospects, someone zero had to go. While 25-0 Wilder had the Olympic pedigree and promotional push, unorthodox Price was 13-0 and had blemished Tor Hamer's undefeated slate 2 years earlier.
Touch gloves. God bless.
Once he found the range, it was the same old story. A thudding right hand separated Price from his senses, and the referee waved it off.
You know, he went across the Atlantic too.
It's fair to say that things had not quite panned out as planned for one-time prospect Audley Harrison. Audley was effectively served up as a sacrificial lamb for a marauding Wilder. Deontay ripped straight into the southpaw, battering him around the ring with wild shots from every conceivable angle. Smashed in a single round, Harrison never fought again.
Jab. There's the right hand, that's the big shot, and he goes looking for Harrison straight away. The first punch he's landed has brought Harrison down in the corner. Terry O'Connor stopped it in the first round, the first punch. Wilder has won, and the fight has been stopped. The very first punch, he struggled to his feet. Terry O'Connor looked into his eyes, and Harrison has been beaten, and he is angry.
Former WBO king Lykovich was once a decent scrapper on the heavyweight circuit. By the time he rocked up at the Fantasy Springs Casino, the White Wolf was fighting on fumes.
Mind you, protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands. Touch him up, back to your corner.
Wilder's trademark right hand had Lykovich hitting the canvas, arms flailing uncontrollably, as the ref called a halt to the massacre.
Quick left hand shown by Wilder. There's a right hand, drives Lykovich into the ropes. Down he goes. And it's over. Just like that. Hello. Goodbye.
Stay, Sergey. Sergey, stay.
They're telling Lykovich stay down. He wants to get up. He was shaking when he went down. Nervous reaction.
Yeah, that was scary. He was right in front of us, Barry, and he was spasming when he went down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Win or lose, lively Nikolai Furtha always brought the heat to his opponents. This approach was brave, yet played right into the dynamite fists of the bronze bomber. Trying to stay out of the way of Wilder's dangerous left hook simply led a bloodied Furtha into the firing line of his right hand. Off balance and side down in center ring, Furtha would have continued, but the referee saved him from himself. Wilder made a successful defense of his WBC Continental Americas bauble. Furtha, meanwhile, had boxed for the final time. After showing a different dimension to his game and outboxing Bermain Stavern to win the WBC heavyweight title, Wilder was back to his destructive best against Molina.
Wilder!
The first defense was not without incident for the champion. Molina found gaps and exploited them briefly in the early going, rocking Wilder with a left hook in the third session.
Some momentum, and he catches Wilder with a left hook! Molina
Wilder regrouped and unloaded a classic 1-2 in the fourth to drop Molina against the ropes. Down twice more in the fifth, Molina lasted until the ninth, when Wilder dropped the axe and finally knocked out his stubborn foe.
There's a great shot, and he goes down faster than a plate of Alabama barbecue, and that is it. Wilder seals the deal. That right hand from Wilder, and that was a beauty.
Despite being the smaller man, Southpaw Spilka managed to mess Wilder about for large portions of their 2016 Brooklyn battle. Coming into the bout, the Polish challenger had only tasted defeat once to unbeaten prospect Bryant Jennings.
Boxing at the bell. God bless you both. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Ducking on the inside to land a left hook, Spilka left his chin hanging for a split second too long, and Wilder introduced it to an overhand right.
Pace.
Spilka's down! Well, you question Deontay Wilder's power. The proof is in the banana pudding as he just turned the lights out on Arthur Spilka with his 35th knockout, winning.
Wilder's KO of Gerald Washington was yet another occasion when a seemingly inferior challenger was giving the WBC King of the Ring the runaround before having his night abruptly terminated.
Touch gloves now, man. You're boxing at the bell. God bless you both.
Entering with the confidence of an unbeaten boxer, Washington's jab and movement were on point, and the fight was level on two scorecards when Wilder stopped playing games and finished him off.
Pace and the timing. Oh, big right hand, and down goes Washington. There's that big shot that he was looking for.
Wilder's windmill swings caught Washington in a haze as the bout ended.
This is a bad spot, and a big right hand followed by a left hook, and this one, and look at Wilder, he's pouring it on, the left hook, and this one is over. Deontay Wilder has stopped Gerald Washington in the fifth round to retain the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the world.
Nearly 3 years after using a solid jab and height and reach advantages to tame dangerous Stavern and take the WBC title on points, Wilder was presented with the same man as a #1 contender.
He's shown the work rate. He's in it. And Stavern goes down in round 1.
Wilder treated him with contempt, smashing through the Haitian with relative ease, sending a strong message to heavyweight rivals.
Wilder's 37 knockouts have occurred here in the first round, and Stavern down for the second time.
Stavern had been inactive for 2 years, was in poor physical shape, and undeserving of a second opportunity.
Wilder's right hand is Thor's hammer, and here in round 1, he is Ragnarocking Stavern.
He's out. He's out cold. Statement. That is a statement.
After missing out on an initial title shot due to a failed drug test, Ortiz was given a second chance to shine.
At all times, most go out and touch yourself at all times. Touch gloves, good luck.
The veteran Cuban southpaw is clearly skilled, and Wilder's acceptance of such a challenge signaled his intent.
He's more upright. Oh, that's a big shot from Wilder. And down goes Ortiz here at the end of the fifth.
Undefeated in 28 contests, Ortiz represented the champion's stiffest challenge and badly hurt Deontay before running out of gas and getting stopped in the 10th.
Big, big shot going in. And down goes Luis Ortiz. And he looks at his corner and he's in dire straits.
Wilder led by a single point on all 3 cards at the time of the stoppage.
Wilder with a right hand again. And down surely goes Ortiz. He's tottering and it's over. And Deontay Wilder finds the answer again in an epic battle in Brooklyn when he was on the brink. And Luis Ortiz had the chance to change boxing history.
Every big title fight benefits from a bit of pre-existing beef, and this one was a grudge match that needed to be settled.
Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves. Touch gloves.
Throwing a jab that lacked conviction. Wilder's right hand certainly had conviction. It wobbled Brazil's face like jelly as the large tree trunk fell to the canvas.
And a right hand, and that's good night. Deontay Wilder retains his world heavyweight title.
Over 13,000 fervent fans reveled in the moment as Wilder spectacularly retained his belt for the 9th time.
That is why he is so dangerous and so exciting to watch.
Despite knocking out Luis Ortiz in their first fight, many fans deemed Wilder to have unfinished business after the Cuban had managed to hurt the Alabama native with a right hook. Ortiz's jab and left cross were piling up the points as a passive champion stalked and posed. The old faithful right hand landed by Wilder came out of the blue, but once it found a home, Ortiz's second challenge was instantly finished.
King Kong trudges forward, a right hand, down goes Ortiz! Oh my goodness! This one is over! There is a reason why he is the baddest man on the planet! Example right there as Deontay Wilder has once again finished off Luis Ortiz.